Joining us now on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline is one of the newest members of BYU football, Puka Nacua. He may as well be a golden child for BYU football,
yeah, right?
Puka, welcome to BYU Sports Nation, man. Great to have you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. What it is.
Yeah, man. Hey, the hair's looking fresh. Samson, your brother, had a fresh haircut as well. But really, we want to know who has the better hair, you or Samson?
I got blessed. I don't know if you can see. I got a little cowlick up in the front, like kind of front and center in my hair. So it kind of like give me a natural little spin right here. I know Sam's always trying to do this thing with his left hand right here, but I mean, I got the natural little touch right here. So I'll take the edge of that one.
Yes, Puka, blessed with the cowlick.
Yes,
takes the edge.
I have a cowlick in the back. I don't feel like I'm blessed with it. Here's a question if we're going to talk about hair. So we've seen you in the past with the purple hair, obviously purple and the Washington Huskies. So does that mean at some point we may see a little blue in the hair now that you're at BYU?
Definitely, that is the plan. Well, there's some stuff in the works right now.
Okay.
Yes, let's go. Puka Nacua with us on BYU Sports Nation. Why was BYU the right fit for you right now at this juncture of your football career?
Honestly, it was kind of crazy. It's just some family stuff, but some things had lined up, and it seemed perfect just to kind of come back home and be at BYU. So the timing, there's no coincidence how the timing all lined up, and the opportunity presented itself for me to come back home.
Let's talk about that. What was the time? We asked Samson yesterday this same question. So I want to ask you, when did the idea of coming back to Provo start? Take us through that timeline and the process from kind of start to finish.
Yeah, kind of coming back home from the end of this COVID season, we got a little extra time off, so we got to spend time home, the holidays at home, which was super nice. So I missed Utah. It didn't actually snow. I love the snow, so it didn't snow here. I was a little disappointed about that, but kind of end of January around a lot of my family is Aquariuses, so they're all January birthdays. So we were finishing everybody's birthday and just realizing how much time I was able to spend at home through COVID and stuff, and not being able to see my family as much. And so being able to spend that quality time with them and just be around them, there's a different energy, and with everything that had gone on through the season. So kind of end of January, and then that was kind of the start of it. That was like a little spark of it. And then I think really in March, me and Sam had really finally sat down and getting ready to finish my quarter up at UW and kind of narrowed things down. Like, we have an opportunity to play football with each other that had never happened before. Obviously, we went to two different high schools. So when when we finally nailed things down, it was pretty cool. It was definitely a new life lit in me, getting the opportunity to play with him.
Puka Nacua on BYU Sports Nation. The brothers Nacua headed to Provo to play for Kalani Sitake and company. What was that conversation like with Samson? Because it's one thing to transfer from Washington, which is a good distance away from Provo, Utah, back to Cougar Blue, but another to do so within the rivalry. So what did you say to him to convince him to join you?
I think I definitely wish Zach, if the timing would have been better. I mean, obviously Zach had a great season, so if we would have had got Zach to stay, I mean, I think that would have been pretty cool. That was a little bit in the talk in the air, but knowing that his situation and stuff. But I think just because we didn't get to really play with each other in high school, that was something that, I mean, that was probably partially more on me than it was on him. He was already at Timpview, and I made the decision to go to Orem, but playing the same position definitely helps. So I think there's going to be like a little X factor in that, and like us being able to be out there right next to each other. It's like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, especially get to play the same position. I mean, literally be right next to each other on the field, talking just like it was when I first started playing football. I played up with Samson at 3 years, so it was cool. He was the star of the team. I played like left tackle and was just like absorbing body, so he could go score. But we'll be back at it again together.
You played left tackle, Puka? Left tackle?
That was the start of the journey.
So will you be like the emergency left tackle just, in case?
Yeah, pretty much. My dad and my older brother were the coach, and Sam was the quarterback. He was number 1. I think I was like number 77 or something like that. And I was out there at left tackle, just hoping that Sam would end up in the end zone.
All right, so now both of you guys have talked about the importance of family and being close to family and how much that played a role. Who was more excited in this to be able to, for you guys to come back? Was it you, or was it the family and mom specifically?
I know mom was excited to have us all home. She's probably not too excited because now a little extra cleaning and a little more cooking. But I'd say it was probably equally both. I mean, I love Seattle. My time out there was great. It's like I almost served a little mission out there. Just 2 years. So I'm coming back now. But I'd say it was probably equally. I love Provo. I love Utah overall in general. I mean, we live in the Tree Streets, so I'm right by the Creamery on 9th. So I've grown up around here, and this is what I've known for a long time. So it's definitely special to be around here again.
Well, hey, and you don't have to work off the mission body, right? You're ready to go.
I know, straight up, I'll be ready to go.
We're talking with Puka Nacua, recent BYU football transfer coming back to Utah from Washington. Puka, when you think about the 2 years that you spent in Washington, that brings up a natural question of how much eligibility you have left once you get to Provo because of the COVID situation and all that. So what is the eligibility scenario right now for you when you get to BYU? Is it 2 years? Is it 3 years? What's it going to be?
I believe it is 3 years with the COVID season because I didn't get to medical redshirt my freshman year, but I believe it is 3 years. I have my redshirt year and then this COVID year, so I could be in Cougar Blue for a while.
And do you anticipate that you will play in this upcoming 2021 season?
Yes, sir. I'll be ready to rock and roll.
You're making us feel really happy today, Puka. This is really good stuff.
No, I'm excited. I mean, we got a big opportunity, and we haven't even really started with the team yet. We're just waiting up, and so it's been good to see some of the boys just work out. I mean, I can't wait. There's been an energy shift. As soon as I came home, I just felt it, and I just can't wait, man.
What are your thoughts on this offense overall and how you fit into it?
I can't really give you an exact answer right now, but I'm just really excited I got to play a little taste of college football. I actually got to come to the Bell Edwards Stadium my freshman year, and it was a packed house. I mean, the game ended in our favor, but now I definitely going to have to change the tables and make sure that blue ends up on top. But I'm just excited to learn. I mean, there's a lot of guys from Neil. I worked out with Neil and getting to know Gunner and Cody and just being around the guys and just to see what I can take from them and how it all works and kind of implement it to my game and make sure I can fit and help as much as I can.
Puka, when you think about the prospect of playing BYU football and the three different quarterbacks that could potentially be throwing you the ball, what do you think about the quarterback battle? Because I know you have a little bit of a relationship with Jacob Conover. Then there's Jaron Hall and another proven commodity in Baylor Romney. So what do you think about that quarterback battle?
I think it's been really interesting and exciting. I mean, that's what I came home to, was to talk about who's going to be the guy. And they definitely got some big shoes to fill. But I mean, I feel like with the receiver room right now, I mean, they also do have a lot of guys who are going to be willing and capable of helping them make those exciting plays and making their job just a little bit easier. But I think I don't think there's a way to go wrong with this quarterback situation for sure.
So, Puka, we see that you've got the Orem Tiger blue on right now. Obviously, you're going to be wearing a lot of BYU blue. How much of if you could give us a ratio or a percentage in your closet, how much is still purple and how much is blue?
I'm still waiting for for that Cougar gear to drop. But
yeah,
I'm slowly getting rid of that purple stuff. I mean, to give it up to mama, hang it up, give it to some friends. I got some Orem High teachers who are Washington Husky fans, so maybe go give them some of the new gear that they got. But definitely excited to stop rocking this blue.
I love it. I want to know as well, when you announced your decision to enter the transfer portal, who was the first BYU player to reach out to you?
Well, actually, Zach had been hitting me up. Zach had hit me up before that. I had actually posted, announced that, but I think Cody might have been the first guy who hit me up after I had posted that.
Okay, Cody Epps. He wanted some help within the receivers room.
Yeah, and he hit me up to play some Call of Duty. He sent me his Xbox gamer tag.
Yeah, let's play Call of Duty and talk about BYU football. I love the approach.
Yeah.
So we asked Samson yesterday. Now, obviously, this is going to be a little different answer, I'm sure, because of this. It takes the rivalry out of the question. But we asked him what his teammates in red thought of the decision. What did your teammates up in Seattle think when you made the decision that you were going to come to Provo?
Definitely some sad faces and stuff. I mean, the relationships that we build and all the time that you spend with the guys on the team, it's definitely not easy saying goodbye to those guys. But everybody I know, we had great relationships and they were supporting me out, especially just being able to come back home and be here with my mom and my grandma and my entire family. So it was really good, but I definitely miss those guys. But I'm excited to kind of start this new journey and stuff and continue on this path that we're about to start.
All right, Puka. We have a good idea of what type of skill set you bring in because we've seen all of your high school highlights. We've seen, obviously, your Washington highlights when you were competing for the Huskies. But for somebody that doesn't know much about you as a football player, how would you explain your game and what you do to them?
I definitely say I've gotten bigger from the days I was in high school. I was a little bit thinner around those. But I definitely say I've learned to love blocking. My coach up in Washington, he definitely helped me understand the game more. So being able to recognize what's the defense is doing to help me take full, like maximize my capabilities. So I think I would say I catch the ball pretty well. I believe in my leaping abilities. So that the 50-50 ball down the sideline, I'll definitely take my chances. I for sure say it's 100% going my way now. It's not a 50-50 ball, but I love to block. That's one thing I think is kind of changed my game is like learning how to block because it really does set up passing the lanes and like the releases it sets up. It definitely changes the game. If he thinks I'm running and I have an in route, I definitely take my chances. If he thinks I'm about to go block somebody.
You say that, and somewhere Fessy Satake is smiling. Fessy's smiling somewhere. He doesn't even know why, but like there's been a positive disturbance in the force, right?
Yes, absolutely. He's like, I don't know why, but I'm feeling real good about things right now.
Hey, Puka, it's great to have you on BYU Sports Nation and be able to officially welcome you to BYU football and to the hearts and minds of people across Cougar Nation. Thanks for the time, man.
No, thank you guys.
All right, Puka Nacua on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how.